I think it's become a little bit of a tradition on my channel that we just start celebrating fall very early in September, but I feel like fall is truly just a state of mind at this point. As you guys might already know, fall is my absolute favorite season of the year. There's nothing like cuddling up with a cozy game with your nice fall scented candles around you, dim light and decorations. I feel like there's just no better time for all your cozy activities. So today I want to share with you a list of games that I think go perfectly with the fall season. I made a similar list last year with a complete different array of games, so if you guys would like to go see that, those games still stand. That's one of my favorite videos I've ever made. But today I'm going to be talking about different games. Without further ado, let's get started. The first game that I want to talk about today is one that I feel I'm quite late to. I feel like this game had its hype in 2021, but if you already own this game and haven't played it in a while, or if you have never played it before, I just feel like the fall is the perfect time for it, and that is Cozy Grove. I tried this game for the first time on stream a few months ago, and ever since I am completely hooked. This is a life simulator game about camping on a haunted, ever-changing island. As a spirit scout, you'll wander the island's forest each day, finding new hidden secrets and helping soothe the local ghosts. With a little time and a lot of crafting, you'll bring color and joy back into Cozy Grove. This game is almost as if Animal Crossing was fall themed. It's all about completing tasks and helping the spirits of the forest. They're all so sweet and so cute. As you help the spirits, you learn a little bit more about their stories and how they ended up in that island in the first place. It's very similar to Animal Crossing in that you can craft different decorations to make your island look just however you want it to. You can change your outfit, and all of the outfits of this game are so adorable too. I love the art style. I feel like it's the perfect mixture between cute and just a tiny bit spooky. It has this gorgeous watercolor style. The music is also amazing. Just the entire ambience of it is just so lovely. The mechanics of the game are extremely satisfying. I even like the fishing in this game. That's not something that I can say about all cozy games. So Cozy Grove, I really recommend it if you haven't tried it already, or give it another try if you haven't picked it up in a while. Following on my list is a game that came out recently, and that is Garden Path. This is one of those games that was highly anticipated by a lot of the cozy gaming community since I think 2018 or something, ever since the developer first talked about it. And yes, I did say developer. This game was completely made by one person, which is obviously so impressive. You guys already know I'm a big fan of supporting smaller indie game developers, so this is a really good one to support if you're also into that. This game, I feel, is just fall made into a game. This is a slice of life gardening sim that celebrates small moments. No matter how you decide to play, the garden is a tender world of familiar sights and sounds, mysteries and friendly faces, a space to call your own, to curate and to reflect. This is a game that was designed to play in short and sweet bursts, just to be picked up, played for a little bit, and then put back down. Whether you're fishing, growing, trading, or making new vegetable friends, it almost feels like you're playing through a storybook in the way that everything was designed. What I like about this game is that it has a very quiet and slow pace gameplay, and it really rewards exploration. It just gives you just enough direction for you to go out there and explore at your own pace. I truly love the characters. I feel like they're all so strange and mysterious, but at the same time very warm and sweet. A lot of the plants in this game are based on real plants, so that's something that I always really appreciate in games. You can stop by to wander your garden whenever the mood takes you and find new travelers, events, activities, and distractions waiting for you each day. There's like this undercurrent of magic and mystery. You just feel so drawn to discover more of it. It is just so cozy and so perfect for this time of the year. I really recommend it. The next game I want to talk about today is Potion Craft. I feel like this game should have had a lot more hype than it did when it came out. I personally think this is one of the coziest games ever, so I'm gonna talk your ear off about it. Absolutely perfect for this time of the year, not only because of the aesthetic, but also the themes of the game. You play as an alchemist who has just open your shop and you get to interact and play around with the ingredients to create different potions to sell to your customers depending on what they need. You're in full control of the whole shop, you invent new recipes, attract customers, and experiment to your heart's content. But you have to remember the whole town is counting on you. I love the visuals of this game. It's like this medieval style. It really gives me like Ren Fair vibes. The soundtrack is also very up to par with the medieval theme, which I really love. Not only are you able to harvest the ingredients that you're then gonna use to create the potions, you're very hands-on in the way that you make the potion as well. The way that you're able to find which potions you're able to make is by exploring the potion map. The ingredients that you use represent a movement that you're able to take in the map, and in that way you're able to make your way through the map and find new recipes. All of the characters that come over to your store are so interesting. I really recommend this game. Just, it's so severely underrated. Following on my list is another game that is also quite underrated in my opinion, and that is Bear and Breakfast. I know this might be a controversial opinion. I feel like when Bear Breakfast came out, a lot of people were very ready to brush it off and say that it just wasn't as good, but I disagree. I feel like we were too quick to brush this game off. I didn't play it when it first came out. I played it at the end of last year, and quite frankly, I absolutely loved it. I think it's time to come around and give this game another try as a community. Bear and Breakfast is a laid-back management adventure game where you play as a well-meaning bear trying to run a B&B in the woods. His name is Hank, and he has a couple of friends, and they find an abandoned shack and, equipped with their teenage ingenuity, turn it into a money-making bed and breakfast scheme for unsuspecting tourists. One thing I really love about this game is that it feels very cartoony. All of the characters and the dialogue of the game feel so silly and something that you would have seen in Cartoon Network when you were a kid. I feel like it's a different take on your regular management sim. There's something just so fall-coded about being in the woods, decorating the most beautiful cabins. Honestly, the decorating on this game is extremely underrated in my opinion. I love the design of all of the items that you get to use. I also just found that they have a Hank plushie, and he's so freaking cute. I mean, look at him.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
If you didn't feel like trying Bear and Breakfast when it first came out in 2022 because you heard a lot of conflicting reviews, or if you gave it a try and were kind of disappointed because I feel like this game was a little bit overhyped, then maybe this is a good time to give it another try and let me know how you like it. The following game on my list is a Nintendo classic, and it is for a reason, and that is Luigi's Mansion. Whenever I think of fall cozy games, I completely forget about Luigi's Mansion for some reason, so I thought I would put it on the list and also bring it to your attention. I think we need to give Luigi the love that he deserves. I recently started playing the GameCube Luigi's Mansion, which I believe is the first ever Luigi's Mansion to ever come out. As you guys know, the GameCube is my favorite console of all time. You can play Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3 on the Switch. If you've ever felt a little bit apprehensive about giving Luigi's Mansion a try, I will let you know right now, it is not a very scary game at all. It's mostly just kind of silly. So if you're someone who maybe wants to give a spookier game a try, but you don't really want to play a horror game, Luigi's Mansion is a really good one for that. In this game, you play as Luigi, Mario's brother from the Super Mario Bros. Franchise. You are going into a haunted mansion in order to find your brother. So you go through different levels with different styles of monsters. The levels are never too difficult and they feel extremely fun to play. The soundtrack of this game is incredible, and it's also just very interesting to learn the stories of each of the mansions and each of the characters that you get to discover in the game. Also, one of my favorite things about this game is the Luigi sound effects.
Oh my god!
I don't know who decided that Luigi was gonna sound like that throughout the whole game, but it cracks me up every single time. I wish I could shake your hand because that's just so silly. But yeah, I think this game is perfect for this fall season. Feels very nostalgic, which I feel like is a very cozy feeling. I mean, it's a classic for a reason, so if you have never played Luigi's Mansion, this is your sign to give it a try. Now, speaking of nostalgia, I really want to talk about a game called Lost in Play. I haven't played this game yet, but the second I found it, I just knew that I had to include it on my list because I immediately added it to my wish list. This game is right up my alley, but it's also just perfect for the fall season in my opinion. This game is meant to feel like you're playing through a cartoon series, which, as I've already said, just cartoons is one of my favorite things ever, and I feel like especially fall is such a lovely time to just lean into that nostalgia. This is a journey through childhood imagination with thoughtfully crafted puzzles and colorful characters. You play as a brother and a sister duo on an adventure to find their way back home. Between reality and fantasy, the siblings explore the enchanted forest of a horned beast, start a rebellion in a goblin village, and help a team of frogs free a sword from a stone. I feel like this game is perfect for this time of the year because it's that beautiful and perfect mixture between adventure and mystery. There is some mysterious magic, and it's all about exploring your imagination as a kid, which I feel it's very fall coded to me for some reason. And like I said in some of my past videos, I feel like puzzle cozy games are so underrated and truly some of my absolute favorite games to play. Another thing that I find really interesting about this game is that there's absolutely no dialogue. Everything is communicated visually. I think that's so clever and so cool. I cannot wait to give this one a try. If you have played it, please let me know how you liked it. And last but not least, I really want to talk about the game Teacup. There is such a faithful following of this game, and for good reason. This is a narrative adventure game with a focus on exploration and non-linear progression. You help a small, shy frog on her journey to find the ingredients she needs for her tea party. This game is all about wholesomeness, and there's very little things I love more than that. You are free to tackle the list of ingredients Teacup must gather in any order you wish and find your own path through the world of Little Pond. As you're trying to find all of these ingredients, you meet a lot of friends along the way and also learn a lot of things about yourself. First of all, I need to say Teacup is simply the cutest character I have ever seen in my entire life. She's this cute little frog, and she wears this very soft, pretty pastel dresses. Most of the animals you meet will be glad to help Teacup in exchange for a small favor or some help. This means you get to solve different styles of puzzles and go on little adventures in order to help each other out. This game is so lovely and so warm that I just feel like it's perfect for this time of the year. It also has such a stunning art style that has a lot of autumnal colors, and also, I mean, it's all about tea, and what else is cozier than tea? Before we go, I do want to talk about a couple of special mentions. One of it is a game that's completely free to play. I think it's only the prologue that's out, and that is Tunoku. I mean, look at this. Have you ever seen any game that is more fall coded? This is a stunning point and click puzzle adventure by the Ukrainian artist Oksana Bula. You play as Teacup, the forest spirit, as you meet unique characters, solve captivating puzzles, craft new items, and explore a magical world. This is one of those games that takes my breath away and reminds me that creating video games is an art form. Simply one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. There is a second game coming out soon, so definitely keep an eye out for that. I think it's just the perfect game for fall, especially if you're on a budget. And I also just need to talk about the new Zelda game coming out on September 26th, Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. I just simply can't wait to play this game. I feel like this might be one of those games that the whole cozy gaming community will get on board with. So excited to finally be able to play as Zelda. We've been waiting for this for so many years, and I get a feeling it'll be a lot of our favorite game of the year, even though it's coming out very much later in the year. I'll definitely let you know what I think of it when it comes out. And those are all the games that I wanted to mention today. I hope you were able to find something new to play. What are your favorite games to play during the fall season? Please let me know. If you're still feeling the cozy vibes and you would like to watch more fall videos, I have quite a few on my channel, so I'm gonna link a playlist with all my fall videos up here in the little thingy, but also I'm gonna link it in the description. Here's to the beginning of all of our favorite season. If you like this video, please remember to subscribe and give it a like. It really does help my channel. Remember to take care of yourself, have some rest, have some water, and I'll see you in the next video.